Morning everyone, happy Friday. Hope you're doing well this morning. We have our third bar class of the week, finishing strong with a total body workout. And I'll give everyone just a moment to pop on here. For today's workout, you will need some light hand weights, a chair, and your yoga mat. The weights are optional as always, but we will be working a little differently into the arms with our weights today. So glad to see each of you, and I'm looking forward to this time together. We're gonna try to squeeze it all in just 50 minutes. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up and let me know that you can see and hear me. I'm at home today because there's a class planned for 10 at the studio, so we wouldn't have quite enough time in between for me to scoot out. But we're gonna start standing. So let's go ahead back to the mat. I'm so glad you're here. I know this is pretty close to our 12 o'clock workout yesterday. We haven't had 24 hours, but we're working different areas of the body, and I think you're really gonna enjoy the combination of Thursday and then Friday. So let's come back to the mat, and we're starting out in our figure 8 today. So, oh hey Jenny, good morning. Glad you're here. We're starting out with our figure 8, which means we're gonna step side to side. I want you to be generous with your spacing here. Nice step side to side. And then when you're ready, let's get the arms moving, making big circles like a figure 8. Working here with me and knowing that this is your workout. I want you to do what's right for your body today. Pay attention, see how you feel, push yourself mentally, honor your body physically. We'll do 4 more, and 3, 2, and 1. Now we're moving into our skater. So we step and behind, big step and behind, step and behind, you've got it. We'll start with hands on the hips. Keep those knees bent, get a little low for me. Make sure you've got room. And then when you're ready, you can pick up the pace and add in the arms. So reach opposite hand down towards the foot, right and left. Getting all 4 limbs moving. Imagine you're on ice, moving across with your skater. We have 4 more each side, and 3, and 2, 1 more here, and we're gonna take the legs wide. Toes are facing me, and we're moving into our starfish. So generous spacing here. We're gonna cross the arms, take a squat back. So most of the weight's in the heels. Wiggle those toes. Have a nice seat here. And then reach up and reach with those arms as far as you can. We have 12 of these. And 11. Eight more. Stay strong with those arms. And 5. 4 more here, and then we're gonna add an optional releve. You've got it. Our last 12, lift those heels, challenging your balance. 10 more. 6, and 5. Just 2 more. and 1. We're going to heel toe the feet in 1 time so that the feet are hip distance apart. Now from here, we want to sit back into our chair, bring that belly button towards the spine, interlace the fingers, move it into clamshells. I'll turn to my side. If you're able, lift those heels up, then open and close those legs together. Looks like this. Get a little lower. 12 more for me. And 8. Warming up those legs. Set the heels down, rise up, lift those heels one more time. Really working the balance today. Heels come down. Let's take a big inhale up and a nice swan dive forward. Fingertips find your mat or the front of the legs. Soften the knees. Grabbing opposite elbows. Little twists. Soft through the knees and coming back up. We're moving into our second series here, this time with some jumping jacks or modified jacks, and then some jump rope. So when you're ready, we're going to step out right and left. 16 and 15, full or modified jack, and 12. Eight more. And 7. 4 more each side, and then we jump rope. Pick up your imaginary jump rope. We're moving side to side. 16 and 15. One more set of those jacks, right and left. $12 more each side. Getting nice and warm. Preparing yourself mentally for a great workout. And 6. And 5. Keep those arms strong. Last set of our jump ropes. Soften those shoulders, pick up your rope, side to side. Breathe. 8 and 7. Keep those legs moving. We're going to interlace the fingers overhead, grounding into the feet. Keep the index finger and thumb extended. And let's head over to the right. Keep breathing. Back up and over to the left. And back up. Send the arms down. We're going to roll alternating shoulders back for 8, 7, 6, and 5. And bring them forward as big as you can. Two more. I gave us a few extra there. And the arms come up. Exhale, swan dive forward. And coming back up. Now we are working into our weighted section. So if you have your hand weights, go ahead and pick them up. Hey Tammy, glad you're with us. Your dumbbells are optional. I have a 3-pound set here at home. You really may not want to go to 5 pounds. And we're starting with a lat raise here in the front. I'll turn to my side. Feet are hip distance apart. Soften the knees just a little. We lift to shoulder height, open to the side, and lower. So we lift in the front, open to the side, and lower down. This is 3, and 4, and 5, and 6. We have 10 more. Listen to your body always. Six, and 5, 4, and 3. Good work. 2 more here, and 1. Now we're moving into a curtsy lunge with a bicep curl. So you may want to start in first position. Heels together, toes open. Then bring those elbows in towards the waist. We're going to send that left leg behind, so the right leg is in front. We're stepping back at a diagonal with the left. As we step back, we curl. And then place the ball of the foot there for balance. We have 12 on the right and 12 on the left. We curl as we curtsy. 11, and 10, five more here, and then we'll repeat on the other side. Before we swap, let's put those weights on the shoulders and take one set of pulses. Same leg goes to the back. We pulse. 2, 3, and 4. 12 more counts. And step it forward. Kick it out. We have 12 curtsy lunges with a curl on the other side, and then 16 pulses. Let's set up in our first position. Elbows come in, and when you're ready, step back into that curtsy lunge and curl. 12 and 11. Four more for me. You've got it. Weights go on the shoulders and we pulse. 16. 8 and 7. Big step forward. Moving into our chest fly. So we want to bring those feet hip distance apart. I'm going to soften the knees a little and hinge forward. Bring the belly button towards the spine. Send those arms forward. We open to the shoulders and back down. Strong in the shoulders, lengthen the spine. We have 12 more. You can also do these weightless. Last 6. And 2. And one. Roll those shoulders. You may be a little sore from yesterday. Now we just need one dumbbell. We're finishing with some tricep work here. I want you to come into a high lunge. The right foot's in front. Big step back with the left. Left hand's on the hip. We're bending that right arm. Notice that my weight is near my hip here as I start. And I'm gonna lunge down and kick it back. Lunge down, kick it back. This lunge down is optional. Ten more, that knee's over the ankle in the front. And 6. And 2. And 1. Let's hold that lunge and pulse in the back. So we'll turn the palm up and pulse. 2, 3, 4. 12 more. Last 4. Big step forward. Switch those weights. You feel it so much more when you're working one arm at a time, and you can be really careful with your form. Now we've got the left foot in front. Generous step back with the right into that high lunge. Bend the arm. The weight is near the hip. We lunge it down and kick it back, getting into that tricep. 12 more here. You've got it. Let's get the most out of our time together. 8 and 7. 6 more. We hold that lunge. Palm is up. We pulse. 2, 3, and 4. Last 8. Big step forward, set your weights down. Let's take some standing cat-cow, and then we'll stretch the arms a little bit more. So your arms are out to a T. After you exhale, we inhale, pull the arms back, open the heart. Exhale, curve the spine, bring the chin and the tail forward. 4 more. Last one. Send that right arm across the front of the neck. Pat yourself on the back. Moving into a nice stretch here for the arms. Take a few big breaths. That arm goes up, we grab the wrist and pull. Heart shining to me. Other side. Hey Reba. Hi Ellen, glad you're here. Send that arm up, grab the wrist, big stretch into the side body. And relax. Roll the shoulders. We're gonna interlace the hands behind the low back. Open that chest, lift the chin. You can stay right here or hinge forward as you lift the arms behind. If you have some sensitivity in the shoulders, you may want to stay right here with me. Otherwise, hinge on forward. Slowly coming back up. And we have time for a sip of water before we work with our bar a little bit. So if you haven't grabbed a chair, you may want to get one, or work with a wall or a countertop. I've left my water in the other room, but please don't hesitate to get a sip. I'll wait right here for you. And then when you're ready, you're going to face me with the left hand on the chair and the right leg on the outside. We'll take a minute. Nice breath. One more breath. Very good. Now we're moving into a three-legged chair, but we're going to start with a chair to get comfortable, and I'll walk you through it every step of the way. I may turn my chair so you can get a different perspective, but you continue to face me. Now with the left hand on the chair and the right leg on the outside, what I'd like you to do is bring those hands to heart center and really press those palms together till you feel some resistance. Then when you're ready, we're going to sink back into our chair. I want you to create a lightning bolt with your body, and most of the weight is in your heels. Bring that belly button towards the spine. You can press those hands together or send those arms out. And then when you're ready, you're slowly going to come up and fold forward. Little bend in the knees, or legs are straight. Bring the chin towards the chest and come back up. We're going to repeat that chair one more time, but this time we're moving into lifting the heels. It's optional. When you're ready, sink it on back. Belly button to the spine, and then lift the heels. See if you can lower 3 or 4 more inches, finding your edge. Heels come down, we fold forward. Feels so good to bend. Soften the knees and come up, shoulders down and back. We're ready for our three-legged chair on this side. So you may want a hand on your chair. And then when you're ready, we're going to sit back into our chair. Now we want to lift that outside foot and cross the heel in front of the knee. So you can use your chair for balance or bring those hands to prayer. Working into this for you. You also get a nice stretch on that outer hip flexor while building heat in the standing leg. Gently lift and set that foot back down. Come on up and we fold. Soften the knees, turn into your bar, and let's face the other side. Working through that same series. So we start with our chair, taking our hands in prayer, press those palms together, sit back, belly button to spine, building some heat. When you've found your personal best, you can fold forward. A few more counts here. And hinge. Soften the knees back up. We repeat, but lift the heels. Press the palms together. Create that lightning bolt with the body. Heels come up, and we lower down just a bit more. When you're ready, heels come down, and we fold forward. And we're finishing with our three-legged chair on this side. Big breath. Coming into your chair. Use your chair for balance. As you cross that outside leg in, hands come back to prayer. We're stretching and building strength. When you're ready, we'll set that foot down, come on up, and finish with one more fold forward. Soften yourself as you come up, and we're ready to keep going here. So we're turning back to the other side, left hand's on the bar, right leg's on the inside. But I'd like you to bring both hands onto the chair and take a first position for me. Just for some extra stability here. We're gonna send that outside leg back, like so. And when you're ready, we've got the foot pointed, the heel turned in, little plie on the standing leg, and we tap and lift. And 2, 3, and 4. 8 more. And we're going to set the ball of the foot down in the back, and then lift and lower the heel in the front, like so. Lift and lower. So make sure you're secure here. We lift and lower. 16 and 15. 8 more. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Straighten back up. We're repeating that one more time. Lift, and 2, 3, and 4. 8 more. Set the ball of the foot down. Toes are turning out in opposite directions. We lift and lower the heel in front. 8 more. 4, and 3, 2, and 1. Big step forward, kick it out. We're going to take a nice releve series, and then we'll repeat on the other side. Continue to face your chair. Let's roll the feet. So we plie down, heels come up, straighten the legs, and lower. Plie down, heels come up, straighten, and lower. Continue with me. 4 more. Working from our first position, we're going to spring up and take 3 sets of 8 releves. We lift, and 2, 3, and 4. Hands on the hips or on your chair. One more set of 8 for me. 6 and 5. We're going to keep that releve. Walk the heels together till the heels are touching. Knees are open as we pulse down to a little plie, down and up. 16, 15. Keep those heels together. 5 more. And let's see if we can hold that plie, tuck the tail, and build some more heat. 8 more counts. I know these are tough. Straighten the legs, heels come down, shake it out. We're working the other side, and then we'll have a nice stretch here. Still in first position, the other outside leg goes back. Hips are square to your chair. Point that foot, heel comes in, tap and lift. You can take a plie on the standing leg if it helps. 8 more. Ball of the foot comes down. We lift and lower the heel in front. 16. 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand up nice and tall. Extend that back leg. One more set, lift and lower, 16. 8 more. Ball of the foot comes down, lift and lower the heel in front. Last set of 16. Four and 3, 2 and 1. Step it forward, kick it out. We're finishing in second position here. Feet are as wide as the mat, heels are turned out 45 degrees. Hands on the chair or arms open. Take a breath. We have 3 sets of 8 relevés here. Doing what's right for you. We lift, and 2, 3, and 4. Second set. Third set. Nice breath. We're going to releve and take a small plie. Knees are nice and open. We pulse. 2, 3, and 4. 8 more pulses. And let's hold. See if you can balance. Arms out to the side or overhead. 8 more counts. Heels come down, straighten the legs, and we're ready to stretch. Outside leg comes back, bring the heel towards the mat, little bend in the front knee, and breathe. Other side. Whew. Feels good to stretch. And step it forward, kick it out. We're moving into a quick yoga block. Then working some legs, core, and it's time for our stretch. So we're a good portion into the workout. Just 15 minutes left, stay with me. Now when you're ready for our yoga block, maybe get some water. And then we're going to move into our warrior 2. So I want your right leg in front and your left leg is behind. Now notice my hips are open to you. So my hips are open to the longer edge of my mat. My back foot is parallel to the front of the mat. And you want to give yourself enough space in between the feet that you can go into a nice lunge here and send those arms out. Looking over those front fingertips. The front knee is opening towards that 3rd or 4th toe. And then when you're ready, we're going to flip that front palm and reach the upper body forward. Then open the arm and the heart up towards the ceiling. The back fingertips run alongside of the leg. Keep a bend in the front knee. And the arms come back to a T. You've still got a nice bend in that front knee. Palms are down, looking over those front fingertips. Arms are getting a little tired here. Almost there. And we'll straighten the front leg. Hands on the hips, heel toe that back foot in 1 or 2 times. We've got both legs straight here. I need to move my chair out of the way, sorry. So we're setting up for our triangle. Now, without props, I'll walk you through a gentler way to get into this pose. So you've got both legs straight. Your toes in the front are facing forward. Toes in the back are facing me. Our arms come back out to a T. We want to keep the legs straight. We're reaching the upper body forward, and then we're just going to gently allow that hand to fall on the front of the leg or the forearm on the thigh. Then we reach that back arm up, fingers reaching towards the ceiling. Careful not to put too much weight into this bottom hand, and breathe. Back up, arms to a T, hands on the hips, heel toe in, and we're repeating that series on the other side. So warrior 2 with the left foot in front and the right foot behind. Your front heel intersects with the center of the back foot. Arms are out to a T. That front knee is opening towards that third toe. Nice bend in the front, so give yourself enough room between the feet to move into this strong warrior pose. This side may feel a little more fatigued. Keep a bend in the knee, flip the front palm, reach the body forward, open the heart, arm reaches up towards the ceiling, and fingers rest on the outside of the back thigh. Make sure that front knee is bent, and breathe. You've got this. Arms back to a T, look out across those front fingertips, hold. Straighten the legs, hands on the hips, heel toe that back foot in, 1 or 1.5 times. Legs are straight, arms are extended. We reach and lower the hand down, reach an arm up. Look towards the ceiling for me. Don't put too much weight on that front hand. Back up and heel toe it in. Good work. We're ready to come down onto the mat to work more into the inner thighs and the glutes and outer thighs. So we've got a lot to cover here. What we're gonna do is take one dumbbell with us, okay? So come down onto one hip. Either side is fine. We'll get both sides. And I do want that hand weight nearby. We're gonna start with some passe movements here. So the top leg bends, toes are in front of the knee, top knee is bent. We send the leg up, flex the foot, and lower down. We have 16 and 15. 12 more. You decide how high to lift. Last 8. This is 4. And 3. We're in the final stretch here. 2. And 1. Sending strength into those legs. We're now going to flex the feet and set that dumbbell on top of the thigh on the top leg. We've got a visitor. And keeping your balance, palm on the floor, forearm resting. We're gonna lift and lower. 16 and 15. 8 more. 4 and 3, preparing to pulse. These are tough. Pulse, 2, 3, 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that leg lifted. We point and flex the foot. Last 16. Hi. 12, 11, 10, and 9. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. You can keep that leg extended and hold for 8 more counts or bring it down. Remove the weight. Slowly send it down. I didn't quite make it to 8. Tap it out. And we're going to bend that top leg and plant the foot. We flex the lower leg. We're working into the inner thigh. So we're going to lift and lower that leg that's closest to the mat. 3 and 4. 8 more. We pulse at the top. 8 more pulses. Keep it lifted. 8 more counts. And the leg comes down. Good work. We're going to repeat that on the other side. And then take a quick set of bridge lifts, finishing with core. Got a lot to squeeze in here. Stay with me. Your weight's nearby. Let's go into those passe lifts here. Point the toes. Knee points up towards the ceiling. Extend the leg, flex the foot, and down. 15 more. 9 and 8. Last 4 here. Keep your form. Flex the feet. The weight goes on to that top thigh. Lift and lower. 2, 3, and 4. 8 more. Pulse at the top. 16. 8, 7, 6. Keep it lifted, point and flex. 16, 15, 14. Last 4. Maybe the weight comes down. Point and hold for 8 counts, or bring it on down. And lower. Plant the front foot, flex the bottom foot, finishing strong with our inner thighs here. Lift, and 2, 3, and 4. 8 more here. One set of pulses, 16. Hold. Last 8 counts. And lower down. Come onto your back. One vertebrae at a time. Bring the heels in close to the body. We've got time for one quick set of bridge lifts, and then we'll move into our core. Palms can be down or up. When you're ready, we're lifting those hips to the ceiling. Lift and lower. Up. And 2, 3, and 4. 8 more. Now we pulse at the top. 2, 3, 4. 8 more. And hold. Maybe you walk the feet in a little bit more and lift those heels. 10 more counts. Heels come down, hug the knees in. And I want you to rock yourself back up. We've got a boat pose here. Hands behind the thighs, point the toes, lift the shins, and pump the arms. 4 sets of 8. Second set. Third set. Last 8. And lower down. Interlace the fingers. Breathe it in. We have 1 set of cherry pickers. So you may be able to bring the ankles together and hinge back, or you can plant the feet. We're twisting right and left. Right and left. 2 and 3 and 4. 12 more each side. Last 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Rock it forward. Nice breath in. Moving into our final boat or canoe here. If you're taking your canoe, we're going to stretch those legs all the way up. Either way, we rock up, maybe staying here, or sending the legs up. Choose what's right for you, and pump. 2. Halfway there. Last 8. Rock it forward. Bring the feet together, knees open. Cobbler's pose. Rocking a little here. Hinge forward. Hands around the tops of the feet, pressing the knees down towards the mat. Breathe. All of the hard work is over. We have a nice stretch here at the end. Slowly coming up. Send those legs forward. Move the fleshy bits. Arms up and fold. Hands come behind the ball of the feet. Ankles around the legs. Keeping the spine relatively long, looking at the toes. Feet are flexed. Come on up. We're moving into a wide-legged forward fold. Open the legs, lift up on the sit bones. Flex the feet, plant the hands, walk them forward. We're almost there. Don't skip the stretch. It's so good for you. Over to the right, left arm reaches overhead. Keep those feet flexed or point the toes. other side. Back through center. And up, legs together, shake it out. Take your windshield wipers, feet are wide, alternating knees coming towards the mat. And you've got time for any final stretches you'd like to take. So that may be coming onto the back and taking your supine twist. I like a figure 4 stretch here. Or an inversion, coming into your final resting pose. Choose what's right for you. If you're taking a figure 4, you'll cross one heel in front of the other knee. That leg comes up, fingers behind the thigh, and stretch. You'll do that on the right, and then the left. Then allow yourself a moment or two to rest and recover. You did such a fantastic job today. I love working out with you, and I appreciate you so much. Stay tuned to social media to find out our schedule for next week. I'm sure we'll have barre on Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. But until then, leave me a comment for accountability. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see in our next few workouts. Take your time with your rest, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you.